Alright, this is a project I've been working on all day today and figured I'd present it to you guys, and if this gets enough popular response, I will do more like this in the future. So what I managed to do is I managed to find a screen cap, or I managed to screen cap a starting lineup, the lineup screen in Madden Ultimate Team 12 for both offense and defense. I will do special teams if it's needed, and then I used a couple card template I have for Madden Ultimate Team 12. I also have a card back template, but this is the front, and I managed to create a starting lineup. This is a Hall of Fame lineup if all these cards were available in Madden Ultimate Team 12. Now let me go ahead and say this. This is not future Hall of Famers. This is current Hall of Famers. So there's no Peyton Manning. There's no Tom Brady, as you notice, at the quarterback position. There's no future Hall of Famers in here. This is current Hall of Famers as of now, 2012. The 2012 class just got inducted. They just got announced. DeMonte Dawson was in there. I think Curtis Martin was in there as well. A few others. But this is current Hall of Famers. All these guys are the Hall of Fame card type, which is in the template I used. So if you want any template information, I'll see what I can do for you. We started at quarterback. We've got Sammy Baugh. I could have gone with Joe Montana. I could have gone with a few others, but I went with Baugh because Baugh was pretty much the standard by which all quarterbacks. I mean, you can say what you want about the touchdown-interception ratio being weighted towards interceptions, but seriously, this guy was playing in a time when pass interference wasn't called, when basically defensive backs could do whatever they wanted to. This guy did what he could, and he also played other positions. He played punter, played defensive back, so he was up there as one of the 2 or 3 best players of that era. So that's why I went with him, and I've always wanted to use him in a Madden game. So I think he's in Madden 08 or something like that as an unlockable free agent. But running back and fullback, I went with Gale Sayers at halfback, Larry Zonka at fullback. Gale Sayers because he was one of the most elusive players in the game. I know I could have put Barry Sanders in there, but that would have been the obvious choice. I decided to go with Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers, elusive, that's why he was a great return ace. Larry Zonka, bruising fullback, known for being on the 72 Dolphins the perfect season. Great fullback, and imagine if Gale Sayers, this would be a what-if thing, imagine if Gale Sayers played longer in his career and had Larry Zonka to block for him. Wide receivers, we went with Don Hudson, Jerry Rice, and Lance Allworth. Don Hudson, the name speaks for itself. He set the standard for wide receivers, and he still is the standard, in my opinion. I mean, you can make a case for Jerry Rice being that standard, but Don Hudson really, to me, is the standard because he played in an era where passing wasn't the most important thing. Now, granted, you could say that Jerry Rice was in the era where scheming was more important, but really, Don Hudson set the standard, and he still is the standard. Jerry Rice, name speaks for itself. Lance Allworth, same thing. Both of them great wide receivers. I put Jerry Rice at 2 and Allworth at 3. You could probably make a case for somebody else, but really, I like it the way it is. Offensive line, I went with Munoz at left tackle, Forrest Gregg at left guard, Bruce Matthews at center, John Hanna at right guard, Jim Parker at right tackle. This was tough because there's so many good Hall of Fame offensive linemen, and to pick 5 and put them on the line wherever I need to put them, it's difficult. It really is. But ultimately, I went with this because each player was great at the positions I put them at. Munoz was an outstanding left tackle. Forrest Gregg redefined the guard position. Same with John Hanna. Bruce Matthews could have played at any one of the 3 middle positions, but he plays at center on this team because that's where I think he primarily played. And then Jim Parker, you could put him at left tackle and put Munoz at right. Whatever you want to do, you can mix and match these players, do whatever you want. Parker played in an era where you could hardly do anything on the offensive line compared to what you do now. and he made it work. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer, so that's why he's on here. I would love to hear what you guys think, and if you want me to make other teams, suggest what you want to suggest down in the comments below, and I will do my best to crank these out once every couple days or so. So, because it takes a long time to make. So, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.